Ada for accusing my ex-wife of abusing our 6-year-old daughter by forcing a vegan diet on her. This ISN a throwaway as I don't want this linked to my main account. I, 30M, have a daughter we will call Diane with my ex-wife, 46F. We were only together for 3 years. I met my ex at 22 years old, we married when I was 24 and had Diane, then at 25 we divorced. Near the end of our relationship my ex turned vegan, which hurt our already rocky marriage as she immediately all of a sudden wanted me, our daughter and even my 2 dogs to become vegan. She found this amazing vegan dog food that we tried once and the dogs had diarrhea for about 12 hours after trying it for the first time. My daughter also hated the vegan food, and my wife hated that I wouldn't force her to eat it. I myself also hated the vegan food. My ex-wife married Diane's stepdad, and this is where I think the problem started as my wife didn't really force our daughter to be vegan till stepdad came along. Our custody arrangement is Diane comes to me on weekends, and goes to her mom's during the week. For the past year my ex-wife and her husband have had our daughter on a full vegan diet whenever she's over there and tries to get me to enforce the diet but I haven't. She's also been educating our daughter on the terribleness of the meat and dairy industry. The result is a daughter that I think is not getting the proper nutrients as she's always groggy, she's been less energetic, she's very irritable, and seems to always be tired. That enough is a concern, but she also cries every time she comes over and sees my dogs chase a squirrel because it's hurting animals, cries if the clothes I have here might have wool in them because it hurts to sleep, she cries when she sees honey in my cabinet cause it took abusing bees for that, cries if anything involves eggs or milk because we're stealing from cows and chickens. She constantly talks about the poor cows and chickens are herd in farms. My daughter was never like this before. She's been so sad lately, won't even color with Gotham crayons cause it took hurting animals to get those, and it breaks my heart. I own 11 hens, Diane used to love helping with these hens like collecting their eggs and named all of them. But now, she cries and begs me not to hurt chickens and stop stealing their babies. I don't use my chickens for meat, only eggs, and I don't have rooster yet to fertilize the eggs. Yet my ex-wife seems to have her convinced I am a horrible animal abuser and my chickens are suffering every day. I take damn good care of those chickens for anyone wondering. All this stuff didn't happen overnight, it's been more gradual and has gotten extreme lately. My daughter used to be such a happy girl and healthy girl but now I feel her health has gone down and she seems so sad all the time. I didn't quite know what to do, and I still don't but I decided to chat with my ex-wife about around a week or 2 ago. When I showed up at her house on Friday to grab Diane and take her to my house I asked to talk. The conversation went something like I asked her about what she teaches Diane about veganism, my ex-wife said she explained to Diane how bad hurting animals is and all the things that go on inside farms, I asked her if she's telling Diane I am an animal abuser and said basically, if she comes to the natural conclusion based on the truth, and then I asked if her's been monitoring our daughter's health and she said it isn't my concern and the diet is healthy. It is totally my concern. And from there I got angry and it turned into an argument wherein I said my wife was abusing Diane by forcing this diet on her. My ex-wife did not like this and she started screaming at me, and in a moment I am not proud of I screamed back. Luckily Diane was still inside the house getting ready to go. The argument stopped when she came outside and I left. My wife has now involved my family who I am low contact with, long history there, I dated a guy in my teens. They didn't like that, divorced my wife and they also didn't like that, and now my family is telling me not to be so cruel to the mother of my child. I do not feel I was cruel. I feel I was honest. My daughter literally seems depressed.